Time and health are the greatest assets. If we could go back and tell our 18-year-old self one important thing, it wouldn't be make more money, become famous, or succeed faster. The most important message would be protect your health. Because above everything else in life, health is the foundation that allows you to fully use your time. When we are young, we think our bodies are invincible. Staying up late, overworking, eating poorly, drinking excessively, experimenting with harmful substances, all justified by, I'm still young. But youth is not a permanent shield. What we do today quietly accumulates and returns to us in the future. Time is the fairest asset. Everyone has 24 hours a day. But how we use those 24 hours depends entirely on our health. When your body is strong, you can work, love, pursue dreams, and enjoy life. When health declines, every plan and ambition becomes limited. Then you understand, without health, even time loses its meaning. Excessive drinking and substance abuse don't just take a few hours from one night. They can take years from your life. They weaken the body, damage the mind, and reduce long-term quality of life. More importantly, lost time can never be regained. At some point, you realize real success is not about how much you own, but how many healthy years you have left to truly live. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is a responsibility to yourself and to those you love. Time moves faster than you think. When we are young, we believe we have endless time. A year feels long. 10 years feels like a lifetime. We postpone dreams, postpone love, postpone self-care because we think there's still time. But as we grow older, we realize time does not move as slowly as we once believed. Strangely, the older we get, the faster time seems to pass. Just yesterday, we were starting our careers, unsure and hopeful. Now decades have passed. Just yesterday, we were holding a small child in our arms. Today, they stand nearly as tall as we do. Watching our children grow up makes us realize our own youth quietly slipped away. The rushed mornings, the stressful nights worrying about money, the job changes and relocations. In those moments, we felt only pressure. But looking back, those uncertain years become some of the most vivid memories of our lives. They carry courage, passion, and youthful innocence. Don't regret your experiences. There are moments when we look back and think, if only I had chosen differently. If only I hadn't quit that job. If only I hadn't moved cities. If only I hadn't trusted the wrong person. But every path, straight or winding, shaped who we are today. You may have worked many unrelated jobs. Some seemed insignificant. Some paid little and offered no clear future. Yet those years built resilience, adaptability, and patience no classroom could teach. You may not be wealthy. You may not meet society's definition of success, but you have learned how to stand up after falling, how to read people, how to survive without help. Those lessons quietly strengthen your inner core. Mistakes are not proof of weakness. They are proof you dared to live, to try, to step outside your comfort zone. Growth comes not from always being right, but from reflecting and moving forward. One day, you will look back at today and realize it was once part of your good old days. What makes those days meaningful is not perfection, it's that you lived them fully. Happiness is not found in material things. Many believe happiness is tied to possessions, a large house, a beautiful car, a bank account that impresses others. But over time, we understand that true happiness cannot be counted. A simple life can bring deeper peace than any display of wealth. Simplicity does not mean lack. It means knowing what is enough. When you know what is enough, you stop chasing comparisons. Family and meaningful relationships become the greatest achievements. Sitting together through the years, sharing simple meals and conversations, these moments outlast material success. Eventually, you stop worrying about what others think. Confidence comes from within, from knowing who you are and what truly matters. Find your own purpose. Throughout life, you may play many roles, but deep inside, there is something that makes you feel truly alive: your purpose. Purpose does not have to be grand or publicly recognized. It does not need to bring wealth or fame. What matters is that it gives you meaning. It connects you to yourself. When you have purpose, you wake up with intention. Even in hardship, it keeps you moving forward. With purpose, you are not just existing, you are living. Give without expectation. When young, relationships often feel transactional, but maturity brings a shift. We begin to value people more than what they can offer. Giving without expectation is not weakness, it is strength. It is helping because you care, not because you expect a return. True happiness comes from genuine connection, not calculated exchange. When we stop measuring and start opening our hearts, we build deeper relationships. And in those sincere connections, we find belonging and meaning. A lifetime summed up. Simply after many years, the most important lessons are surprisingly simple. Take care of your health. Avoid what destroys you. Value your time. Spend it with those you love. And above all, live true to who you are. Because in the end, it is not about how much you have, but how fully you lived.